kind of bring me back to a lot of memories I don't want to remember. So.
Do you remember the impact though, like when you made the hit?
No, I don't remember anything from that play. I just remember looking at film and seeing myself on the play, and I was like, "That's the play I got hurt." I ain't know it was that play. I thought I got hurt on a different play.
Is this your first concussion?
That's my first concussion that I got taken care of. I probably had plenty of them, but it's the first one that actually I couldn't go forward without running the test and doing everything I had to do in order to get back on the field.
Is it scary at all? I mean, that you don't remember things.
Yeah, it is kind of crazy. I mean, to tell you the truth, I didn't think my concussion was that bad just because, like, when we got to the hospital, I started to remember everything, and they was asking me the years and the days and whatever, and yeah, it did scare me a lot just because I thought I wasn't going to be back on the field for a very long time, and for me to try to get back and take the test, and I was taking the test probably like twice a day at sometimes. For me to try to get back, it felt great.
When you say, Sir Darius, that you thought your concussion wasn't that bad at the hospital, when did you kind of begin to think this is worse than I thought?
The next day, because the next day they was asking me some questions. What they was asking me that same day, the next day they was asking me some questions, and it was hard to remember what they'd even asked me. Like, they was like, "What we asked you last night?" I was like, "I don't know, to tell you the truth," and that's when I knew that it was probably more severe than I thought it would be.
Have you kept up with a lot of the concussion coverage in the NFL, and did you think of some of that stuff going on there? And
no, I haven't, but I watched the Chucky Mullins hit, and a lot of people were saying that they were kind of scared because the same type of hit that I did was one of the same type of hits that Chucky Mullins did, and that kind of scared me. That God gave me another chance to get back on the field, and Chucky Mullins, like I said, it paralyzed him, so I feel like God's watching over me right now, and He got something planned for me.
Was there any hesitancy when you got back out there for the first time since the concussion?
Yeah, it was. I could tell. I didn't play as good as I wanted to. Coming back, playing against Idaho, I feel like that's a game that you're supposed to get your stats up, and I didn't do so good. So I feel like, I just got to get all the nervous out of me. I got to get all the butterflies out of my stomach and just play football. I mean, it's still the same football game.
How do you do that, though? How do you overcome that when that's in the back of your head?
Just going out there and playing hard. Just talking to my teammates. Like I talked to Mike Meary today, and he was telling me that coach said something about I need to get back to playing how I was playing before I got hurt. I know it was one game, but I didn't play good. And I told him, I was like, I ain't gonna use nothing as an excuse. I just gotta get better, get better at doing what I was doing.
Mentally, is that hard to do? Because when guys have injuries like that, it's just natural for them to kind of hesitate.
I feel like it's very hard just because you don't want to get that same hit, and you don't want to try to, get injured that same way again because just how it scared me last time. And I don't know. I just don't. I think it's in the back of my head, but I think I can try to flush it out. To finish this season. I think I can get it out of my head. I've been talking to my parents and everything, and been talking to everybody. So I feel like once I get it flushed out of my head, I think it's gonna be gone.
Do you think it'll affect your aggressiveness on the field? Going forward.
I don't think so. I still think I'm gonna fly around as the same bird and do the same things I did. So I feel like I'm gonna go out and play pretty good.
Was it all mental for you the other night, or was there some anything physical lingering from the concussion?
I think it was some mental. It was mostly musical, but mostly mental, but some physical just because. I got hurt. I got hurt in one time when I had I kind of hyperextended my elbow, and I still tried to get out there and do a couple plays and still run around, and I don't know, that kind of hindered me from doing a lot of things. So, but mentally it was very mentally it wore a tear on me. I couldn't do some of the things that I could do.
Is there an